Hello Sunshine, it's Steph and welcome back to my YouTube channel where each week I share with you guys tips on how to turn your passions into paid gigs as a freelancer online. So if you are someone who is interested in freelancing, then give a little tap on that subscribe button below so you can stay up to date on when new videos come out each week and make sure you get all those free lessons to your inbox, all right? Now, as always, I reply to every comment, so leave a comment below if you have any questions, feedback, suggestions for topics you want to learn about related to freelancing. I am all ears, all right? So now it is time to get to what today's topic is, which is how to improve your communication on a freelancing marketplace. How to have better communication, all right? So that's what we're going to dive into today. But before you do, if you haven't yet watched last week's video, right here, go watch it, how I made $500 for 1 hour of work. I teach you guys all the reasons why I was able to get to that point and how you can replicate step by step everything to get to the hourly rate that you want to get to eventually, all right? So go check that out now. Make sure you stay till the end of this video because at the end I'm going to share with you a little bonus tip that I would say 99% of freelancers don't apply. Even though it's commonly used with other sales tactics with marketers, freelancers don't seem to be applying this to their own online business, and I'm going to share that one tip with you that will probably help you make even more money. So let's get to it. Let's face it, communication online will either lead you to secure a sale or to lose a sale. Your written communication, the way you type out your messages to customers, is going to make or break you as a freelancer online. Because most freelancing marketplaces, you're communicating solely through messaging back and forth with each other, okay? Most of the time, it's not video call, it's not face-to-face, it's messaging, right? So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you the different ways that you can improve your communication with buyers on freelancing platforms across the board. We're gonna go through all 3 phases of communication, from the pre-order to during the active order to after the order, post-order, okay? So here are the exact communication strategies that I have learned over the past 5 years of freelancing that have helped me go from just like an average seller to a stellar seller. Here we go. Okay, part number 1, pre-order communication. This is how you are going to communicate before someone ever places an order with you. So if a potential buyer lands in your inbox, they're messaging you like, hey, I'm interested in your service, they're sharing more, and they're like, can you help me? If you reply back with just like, hi, how are you? How can I help? Are you going to secure that order? Are you going to wow their socks off? Probably not, okay? But if you reply back with a very personalized message that expresses your passion and interest in their project, it's going to wow them, and it's going to be super like professional and friendly if you can personalize it in a way that sounds very intriguing to them. Remember, this is your first impression with a buyer. So that very first communication back to them should be like the juiciest of the juicy message back in a professional and friendly manner that really shows your interest in their project. That is step number 1 of having better communication. But let's break down some of the other steps that I think are really important. That you're quick, professional, and personalized. All right, so let's break all 3 of those down. When you are newly communicating with someone, make it quick. Within a couple hours, you need to reply quick because most likely they're messaging a lot of different buyers at once. So the people that get back to them first, the quickest, are going to have a higher chance of securing that order, right? A lot of people are so in the need for like timely responses. They want to make their order fast. They want to get their order fast these days. We don't want to wait around. So if you take 8 to 10 hours to reply back to them, most likely they've already found someone else that they're going to hire. So you've got to be quick with that first response, especially to really hook them in and then grab their attention from there. The second thing you want to be is super professional. Remember, this is your online business space. This is a space in which you are trying to communicate and sell to other small businesses or large businesses. You're not just talking to your friend or you're texting your buddy. You're conducting a professional communication through that messaging system. So you need to act that way. You need to be talking in a professional manner, not like you're texting, but like you're sending an email, okay? Act like you're talking to your boss or your colleague in a professional way, but at the same time, you can make it friendly, right? You can still have a friendly tone to it and really try and connect with them and not be so like sterile and uptight about it. All right, so be quick, Be professional. And third thing I think that's really important is that you personalize the message to them. For example, instead of just replying back the same response to everyone that messages you, add in a personal touch so they realize, oh, this person actually read my first message. And it's not just a normal canned response. Because on Fiverr and many other platforms, you can use a canned response. If you don't know what that means, it's basically where you save a typical response. So you don't have to type it out every time. Instead, you can hit this little lightning button, boom, and have your traditional like, hello, how are you? How can I help? I would love to learn more, blah, blah. You can have your standard like opening questions in a canned response. But here's the thing, you don't want it to be too generalized because then they're like, oh, this is clearly a canned response and they don't really seem to care about my project, right? So I am fully on board, love the canned responses, but add a little personalization to it so they realize that you really are a human. You're not just a robot sending a canned response. You're a human who has passions, who has interests and excitement for their project. So you can either say, hello, thank you so much for reaching out. I look forward to helping you with your project. I'd love to learn more. Or you could say, hello, Emily, username. Thank you so much for reaching out about my video gig. I would love to learn more about this, especially because I am passionate about this topic. And I absolutely love products like this product she's selling, you know, like add some personalization, okay? So use those canned responses, but personalize it to the buyer so that when they get that message, they're like, oh, this person is quick, they're professional, they're friendly, and at the same time, they took the time to type out a response to me, so I feel like they really care about my project. Like they're not just going to take the project just to make money, but they care about the delivery and the quality of it. When you apply all three of those things to your messages before someone ever places an order with you, you're going to make a fantastic first impression and you're going to be much more likely to close that sale. One other thing I want to share with you guys is that during this pre-order communication phase, you want to learn as much as you can about this buyer, their mission, and their project. So make sure you're asking the right questions. Some of the questions that Fiverr specifically recommends is asking them like what the name of their company is, ask about their website so you can go to their website and learn more, ask them what they need, what they'd like to achieve, like the overall purpose of the project is, who their target audience is, who their competitors are, if they have any specific guidelines to follow, any style preferences, or any technical specifications from an order. All of these things are great things to discuss before you ever like come to a final agreement and quote and have them place the order. Whew. Okay, so once you guys have finished communicating, you've like settled on a quote, they've accepted, and you're like, okay, you send them an order, they pay, you're gonna get a little notification, all right, you got an order, celebrate, cheers, how exciting. And now it's time to move into the second phase of communication, which is the active communication during the order. Now, many sellers are probably like, what? Normally I just get the order, I go work on it, and I deliver it. But here's the thing, if you just paid a few $100s or a few $1,000s for something, do you want to get 0 emails letting you know like if it's been shipped yet, if it's on its way, if it's been delivered? Like, no, you want to be kept up to date, right? Like if I just bought like a $1,000 purse, I want to be kept up to date on where it is, or else I'm going to worry that maybe it got lost or it's not getting like processed, right? Same thing applies to freelancing. If someone places an order with you, you want to send them a couple updates during the process, just so they know that like you are on top of things, you are aware that the order came through, you are currently working on it, and you are asking questions if any questions come up during the process, right? So send them updates during the active order. Of course, this will depend on how large of a project this is. For example, if someone ordered just a little logo from you and it only takes you 5 minutes to make it, then there's probably not going to be many updates except, hey, I got your order, I'm going to make your logo and I'll deliver soon. That's easy, right? But if you are working on a larger project that takes maybe a couple hours, couple days, then give them updates regularly just so that they can just like rest easy knowing that the order is being worked on. So here are some of my own guidelines that I like to follow when I get an order, okay? There are 4 things I like to do when a new order comes in. Number 1, I like to thank them. Show appreciation and gratitude for it right away and show them that you're excited to get started on their order. Also, that's a good time to ask any follow-up questions you may have thought of, remind them of what they ordered, let them know when they'll receive delivery by and all that, okay? Second thing I like to do is if this project is gonna take a while, just give them those updates, like every day, let them know how the project is going, how far along you are. The third thing I like to do is actually deliver and explain to them once again what they got with the delivery. And fourth thing, I ask them to reach out if they have any concerns or questions with the delivery, if they need any revisions, anything like that. I like to make sure they know that the door is open and it's not just like slammed shut and I never want them to communicate with me again. No, leave that door of communication open even once you've delivered so you can make sure that they communicate to you if there are any issues. You can resolve any issues before they leave a review. And if they're potentially going to leave a negative review, well, good thing you just let them know to reach out. You can resolve anything. Then make sure that they're happy and they're going to leave a great review. So once the order is done, they have accepted your delivery. We are moving into our third phase of communication, which is post-order. After the order is completely done, the final step of communication is to ask for a review. A lot of people forget to do this, but it's really nothing scary to ask. Just kindly ask, hey, if you are happy with the delivery, the final results of this project, I would super appreciate if you leave me a review. It just means a lot to me and my small freelancing business. And 99% of the time when I ask for that review, they leave it because it only takes them a minute. But oftentimes if you don't ask for it, they're not going to do it. They're not going to remember to do it. You got to give them that call to action like, hey, can you please leave a review? And they'll be like, sure, and they'll go do it, okay? It's pretty easy. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I do have one extra bonus tip, and this is where it applies. Most people, when they ask for that review, they get the 5 stars, they're like, done, moving on, who else wants to buy orders from me? Ha ha ha, here I am. And they're like trying to just hope and wish for more orders to come in. But what if we were to upsell our past happy clients that we loved working with? This is this little secret sauce that I have. I like to upsell clients that are already warmed up to me, or we can call them like our warm or hot leads. Like these are the audience or the buyers that already trust me, have already worked with me, loved my order. Why not upsell them? So what I do is after a couple days go by, I will shoot them a message in their inbox and be like, hey, I was just thinking about this creative idea I have to perhaps help you with another project. And I'll pitch them like a very specific creative idea. Can I just say, I love when Forrester just hangs out with me here. I'm filming, but he's just chilling over there. He's such a cutie. Hi, buddy. Okay, bye. Wherever I go, he goes. I love being a dog mom. So anyways, here is an example. Let's say a customer, a buyer, sent me a dog toy. A toy, Forrester, yeah. And we made them a video and they loved it. It went great. I liked working with them. They were an easy buyer. I would love to work with them again. What I could do is I could pitch them or upsell them a second service of mine. You see, I offer more than just videos. I offer photos and writing as well. So why don't I, in a couple days after this order is finished, shoot them a little message like, hey, I was just thinking about your dog toy again. My dog's been playing with it a lot. He loves it. And I wanted to just reach out and see, do you have any interest in getting a couple lifestyle photos of my dog with your toy? I know we did a video, but do you have any need for photos? Because I had this creative idea that maybe I could have him pose with the toy outside in the grass. I could have his paw on it. I think it'd be super cute. Do you have any interest in it? Doesn't hurt to just reach out and ask. This buyer already trusts you. They already know you're going to deliver a high quality product to them. So why not pitch a second service of yours and see if they're willing to bite? And if not, hey, all the effort wasn't for nothing, because now it's in the back of their mind that, hey, if I ever do need photos though, I know Stephanie does them now and I'll reach out to her, right? So it never hurts to try. This is a very common strategy in the marketing world and the sales world, is to upsell past clients, okay? But I think a lot of freelancers aren't treating their freelance businesses as businesses, they're treating it as a hobby. So they're not implementing some of these well-known strategies that work. So that's the secret sauce, you guys. Don't just end an order and move on. Make sure you keep these buyers in your corner. Keep communication up. Reach out. If you ever have some downtime and you have free time, reach out to people that you loved working with and just see if they need anything from you. All right, to wrap up today, you guys, we learned a lot of valuable lessons about how to improve your own communication with buyers on freelancing marketplaces. And, you know, we covered things like how to communicate before an order, during an order, and after an order, plus lots of bonus tips, way to personalize messages while still using those canned responses. I mean, we covered a lot today. So try and implement at least one of these things this week. And over the next few weeks, trickle in more and more of these strategies. And I bet that you're going to close on a lot more sales as soon as you work on that communication. Do you want to make more money doing what you love? I get it. As a physical therapist, I dreaded going into my 9-to-5 office every day. So I took the leap to create my own freelancing business, making more than $100,000 from it. Anyone can freelance. The Freelancer Academy will teach you how to start and grow your own online freelancing business on Fiverr. You'll gain the financial freedom and the scheduling bliss that you deserve in just 10 weeks together. Sound good? Head to this link to learn more. And real quick, you guys, just want to say Christmas is coming up. So happy holidays from Forrester and I. We love you guys and just so appreciative of you guys being part of our YouTube family. All right. Thank you guys for being here. As always, give me a thumbs up if you liked this. Leave some comments below, subscribe, all the things. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I hope that you're finding these lessons here on YouTube valuable. All right, as always, peace and love.